Hello everyone, welcome to class today. Come on down to your mat, make sure you have at least one block, and I also have a folded up blanket as well. You don't need props for this class, but those are ones I'd recommend. Either way, grab what you need and come join me. We're going to start in Child's Pose. This is a yin yoga class for all of the stress and frustration and anxiety and tension that comes with the holiday season. But of course, you can use this class at any time of the year. Come on down to Child's Pose. You can do knees together or knees apart, whichever feels most comfortable for you. This is really yogi's choice. Relax into the pose. We're going to be holding each posture for about 3 minutes, so you're already on the clock here. Remember the principles of yin yoga. We don't want to go too far into a stretch. Find your edge and back off a little bit. Find silence and stillness. And then, of course, don't forget to breathe. Just relax into this. This is your container for recuperation and a little bit of relief from the stress of the holidays. So if you find you need to journal at any point during this practice, or you want to skip a pose, by all means do so. This is very much your class. Do what you need to do and just enjoy the class. Go ahead and take another deep breath in, and on your exhale, gently press yourself up to a kneeling position. For this next pose, we're going to come into what's known as bow ties. So I'm going to adjust the blanket so it's underneath my hips. I have bony hips, but you can also move the blanket out of the way. You might also want the block for this pose as well. So you're going to come down to lay on your belly. And we're going to do this on both sides. This is a really great one for your arms and your shoulders. So take your right hand, slide it underneath your left shoulder, almost like thread the needle. Then you're going to take your left arm, cross it in front of that, and then relax down onto the mat. And this is where you might want the block under your head. This is a tricky posture. It's a very deep stretch, and you are putting a bit of pressure on your elbows. So you might need to wiggle around a little bit, adjust how your elbows are crossed, if they're a little closer to your chin or a little farther away from your chin. And that's okay. Take your time figuring out how to make this pose feel good and be something you can stay in for a few minutes. You can tell I'm adjusting myself quite a lot in this pose. This isn't a pose I do that regularly. And when we do encounter a new pose, there's always a little bit of an adjustment. So take the time you need to do that and then just relax. This is a great one for your upper back, your shoulders, And as a bonus, this one can help improve your posture. So let those benefits just sink in. Go ahead and take one more deep breath in. Then on your exhale, gently unwind your arms. And we're just going to switch our arms now. So left arm is going to slide underneath the right armpit, and then the right arm will cross in front of it. And again, you can relax your head down on a block if that's comfortable, or you can just relax all the way down to the ground, whatever you feel you need. You're going to take your last inhale and exhale it out, gently pressing yourself up. And we're going to come into Sphinx Pose as our next pose. So bring your elbows directly underneath your shoulders, shine your heart forward, relax your glutes, relax your low back. This is a beautiful heart opener that can also improve your posture and also gently improves your spine flexibility, which flexibility is something we all need during the holiday season. So just relax into this pose. You can wiggle your hips if you need to release any tension in your low back, and enjoy. Go ahead and take one last deep breath in. And exhale it out. Lower yourself all the way back down to the mat. Put your hands underneath your shoulders and then press yourself up into tabletop pose. And just do a few rounds of cat-cow, just one or two. Stretch out your spine. Whatever you need. Our next pose is going to be half frog, which we've done a few times in classes with me. So go ahead and bring your blanket to the left side of your mat. We're going to start with the left leg first. You'll come back to lying down on your belly. And you're going to bring your left knee so it's directly in line with your hip. What your leg is going to do is form a perfect 90-degree angle. So your knee is going to be straight out from your hip and your ankle is going to be straight beneath your knee. If you want to, you can bring the block underneath your head again, underneath your forehead. You can stay up in Sphinx Pose, or you can relax all the way down and rest your head on your hands, whatever is most comfortable. And if you need more padding underneath your knee, underneath your leg, by all means, do so. This pose can also feel really juicy if you have a couch pillow or a bed pillow underneath your whole torso. Go ahead and take another deep breath in and exhale it out. Gently press yourself back to tabletop pose. Give your hips a little wiggle if you need to, and then we're just going to move the blanket to the right side of the mat, and we will come into the right leg next. So come to lie down on your belly once more. We'll bring that right knee straight out from our right hip, creating that nice 90-degree angle with our right leg. And again, you can stay in Sphinx Pose in the upper body. You can relax all the way down to the mat with your forehead on your hands, or you can put a block under your forehead as well, whatever is most comfortable. Go ahead and take one more deep breath in. Exhale it out. And then gently press yourself up into tabletop pose once more. You can wiggle your hips if you want. Stretch out your spine. We're going to come into deer pose next, which is one of my favorites. We're going to start with the left foot. So you're going to bring your left foot. We're working with a lot of right angles today. Your left calf is going to come directly in front of you, and your right knee is going to meet your left foot. So you're basically forming a 90-degree angle with your legs. Then you're going to twist towards that left thigh, and you can stay upright in the twist, or you can fold forward. And again, relax onto your forearms, relax onto a block with your forehead, or relax all the way down if you're that flexible. Find some rest in this very gentle hip opening twist. And as a bonus, this can help promote healthy digestion, which we all know is something we need during the holidays. Go ahead and take one more deep breath in. Exhale it out. And gently press yourself back up to seated. And we're just going to switch to the other side. Before we do, go ahead and just bring both feet in front of you and do a few little windshield wiper motions with the legs. Let's release any tension in the lower back or in the hips. Beautiful. And then we'll bring that right leg directly in front of us again. Left knee, will come to meet the right foot. So you're forming a 90-degree angle with your calf, the calves of your legs. And then you're going to twist towards that right thigh. And again, you can stay upright or you can fold over, whatever is most comfortable for you. Go ahead and take one more deep breath in. Exhale it out. And gently press yourself back up to a seated position. And we'll bring both knees in front of us again. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. And swing your legs around. We're going to come to lying down on our back for our next stand posture. We're going to come into a reclined spinal twist, which is just one of the most yummy, juicy poses in yoga, I think. Before we begin, press into your feet and lift your hips up to the right. And then we're just going to let our knees fall to the left. Easy peasy. We're not going to do any leg wrapping here. Just relax into this very gentle twists. You can bring your arms to a T shape on either side of you or goalpost arms, whatever you prefer. Go ahead and take one more deep breath in here. Exhale it out and bring your knees back to center. And then press into your feet, lift your hips over to the left this time and let your knees fall to the right. Same thing, really gentle pose. We're not doing anything crazy here. If your knees don't touch the ground, you can always put a block or a blanket underneath your knees to relieve any extra unnecessary tension in your hips or your low back. Go ahead and take one last deep breath in here. Exhale it out and bring your knees back to center. Extending your legs so your feet are about as wide as the width of your mat. Bring one hand to your chest, one hand to your belly. And we'll relax into everyone's favorite pose, Shavasana. begin to deepen your inhales and your exhales. Maybe begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. You can make circles with the wrists and the ankles. If you like, you can stretch the arms up overhead for a full body stretch. And then very gently roll onto your favorite side for fetal pose, just for a moment. And then gently press yourself up into a seated position for our final few breaths together. Relax your hands onto your thighs. Take a few deep breaths here to seal in your whole practice. Remember that you can come back to this class whenever you need. On your next breath in, bring the arms down, around, and up overhead. Exhaling your hands to heart center. And when you're ready, you can blink open the eyes. If you liked this class, be sure to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more yoga headed your way. Enjoy the rest of your holiday season, and I will see you again on the mat very soon. Have a lovely day.